Poppin' Worm gang. It's your boy Worm back at it again with another banger episode. Just coming off the last one, 24, where these episodes are, or this show itself is just like, my brain hurts. Not gonna lie to you. So one thing is Eren struggling to transform again, where he's just like really not wanting to believe that Annie is the female type. So that caused everything, plan B and C to not have to go through. And then while that's going on, Erwin was getting ready to help, send out Levi also and Jean. But then, of course, the military police, then they draw guns on him. What's that guy's name? Now Doc. We got that going on, and then we get to Hanji with her. She looked hungry for that Titan. They get a restraint. That didn't last too long. She ends up escaping. Yeah, and then we end with him transforming. That also gets the attention of the military police over there with Erwin. Catches Annie off guard. Steals off on her. I can't even imagine how they're gonna end this in season 1, dude. At all. Besides besides this fight, I'm not gonna assume anything. I'm just gonna go into it and let it show me. We're on episode 25. It is very late right now. It's 2:20 in the morning. I'm probably not going to bed until about 3:30. So, hey, we do it for the squad. So let's get this episode started, man. Let's get on to episode 25. Titan comes through. What a coincidence, huh? What a coincidence. That's hilarious. She's gonna break him. Stop her, Eren. Stop her. Can't let her get away. Not again. Yeah, she's too skilled, too experienced. He's still learning. Smarts as well. Yep. It ain't as simple as overpowering her. Right there you go. You can see the Titan firsthand. Oh, this is good. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a perfect screenshot right here. Yep. Down the side. She seemed mysterious to me. And now we know why. Yeah. That is the question. What is she fighting for? To go through all this trouble to get Eren. What is it that she wants with Eren? That's what we're here for. Are we going to get this answer in this last episode? Probably not. He is strong though. Now, I guess that's like, maybe that's his like quote unquote power, like just brute strength. Cause she can harden herself. You gotta do what you gotta do. Mikasa. She's always so worried about him. That's why you gotta help. Hey, chill out, man. It is. It is, but for reasons. Okay? That's a good man. Honorable man. This is the only opportunity, or one opportunity for him. Oh, no, not the... Chill out with the gun, bro. Yep. You don't want that. You don't want that on his shoulders. There has to be, yeah, there has to be change, and for them, it's this. They've lived so long in the center that they're like clueless about anything that's going on. They live in a whole different world, pretty much. He just like pointless deaths. Sounds about right. Yeah, we knew. What are we getting here? Show me some more. What's up with your father? Oh, he's gonna bite through. Oh, come on, man. Y'all gotta help him, dude. She's too skilled. Wonder why he said that, though. Oh my gosh, she beat him senseless. Wonder if she's just pure. She's just got so much anger inside of her. You remember that? Oh, he looks so crazy, dude. Look at him. His voice sounded like it changed too. What's finna happen? Is this a new Eren? Did he transform? What is he doing? He looks like an abnormal Titan. What is this transformation? Did he finally get his new upgrade? Or powers? Yeah, oh, let's go! He's changed. Oh my gosh! Did he just become stronger or what? She's trying to heal. Yeah, bro, look at this. She's so skilled. He crushed her face. Come on, get up. No, don't let her. Oh, he ripped her leg off. Come on. Somebody stop her. Come on, Mikasa. Let's freaking go, bruh. She's always with it. That was so hard, bruh. Oh my gosh. Come on, man. Give me some more. I need to know more. Oh my god. He's going ham now. No, Eren. Control yourself. What is she finna? She finna do something. Oh, he's eating her out of it. Return to where? Bro, I need to know more about what they have going on. He's asking for forgiveness. What's going on? Oh. Of course, bruh. Okay, I gotta read this. Dang. Any minors we know? No, that ain't gonna work. Y'all got it there. That's good for now. I know. No information. This whole last half of this whole season was about trying to get information. They did everything they could to try to get information and ended up with nothing. Something with nothing. They're not gonna be happy about this. The mayor and them. They want to see successful missions. No. Yeah, she would have been back with a vengeance. She had her mission. It's kind of sad, man. Bro, let them know you love them. So I can get married or something. I need to find me a Mikasa in life. Yeah. This show is crazy, man. Is there even a real way to win? What's right, what's wrong, what's good and bad? How much change and sacrifice is needed, and for what? I agree with you. And now I got 2. How many of them are there? Let's take it back. What's next? Oh, let's go. So he went ahead and sided with them instead of just freaking trying to murder them. I like that. I gotta rewind that real quick. What it was that held them captive. Sheesh. We never even made it to the basement yet. Oh my gosh, we still ain't even made it to the basement. Bro, with all this going on, I even forgot about the basement, to be honest with you. What's up, guys? Probably wondering why things look different right now. I have been struggling to get this freaking video recorded, dude. Dealing with OBS issues, dealing with camera issues. It's been a headache, not gonna lie to you. My reasons for recording this is I have to go back and watch the ending with the Titan in the wall. The key. They showed us the key, Bob. Is that where Annie was trying to climb out? Yeah. She made it that high? I don't feel like she made it that high, or is that just a crack in the wall in itself? What? Don't you dare do that, dude. What the heck is this? This is in the wall or behind the wall? Okay, hold on. Alright, my mind's frozen right now. This is freaking ridiculous. crazy cliffhanger to leave on. And then just kind of give my final, my thoughts about the season and things like that. So I just want to say what a great finale. For my first season coming into Attack on Titan, it had me hooked. The only thing that sucks is I was slacking at the beginning, uploading and recording. So like I was watching episodes like sometimes once a week, sometimes once every few weeks. So like there's probably a lot of stuff that I don't remember, or I have to jog my memory a little bit from the first like 5 to 8 or 9 episodes, I think. Season finale. I did have some notes down. If I'm all over the place, forgive me. Sometimes my mind's all over the place. Sometimes I write down stuff and I ain't that organized, I ain't gonna lie to you. So we're gonna get through this the best we can. But we ended off with Annie turning herself into a crystal cocoon type thing, which we know her body can do that. So I think that was more like a defense mechanism, so she doesn't get captured and they can't get any details or information off of her, which is crazy. Before that happened, we saw her crying, which I don't know if it's because it's the failure to capture Eren, because this is not the first time she's cried. She cried when they took Eren from her the last time too. So I don't know if it's just from her failure to capture him, like she failed a mission or something. She didn't get the job done, or maybe it has something to do with her father or whoever's. Maybe if there's somebody behind what her mission is while she's trying to capture Eren. But I'm not 100% sure. Maybe she doesn't like it, like she's being forced to do this, and knowing she failed could come with repercussions. I don't know. But we also got the flashback with her dad. That brings me to ask, is he still alive? I feel like the answer is yes. Unless somebody took him out, I'm pretty sure he's still alive. Who is she supposed to take? Like, is she supposed to take him to somebody or a group of people? Clearly she knows a lot. For her, that flashback though, I'm wondering if that has to do anything with her being a Titan. Like he felt bad for allowing this to happen, or like letting it happen, right? He's like, it's too late, I can't ask for forgiveness, as in, I'm sorry I let them put the serum in you, because my assumption is Eren's dad and maybe other people, but made a serum because we got a flashback with him doing the same thing to Eren. We got more of Eren's Titan powers. That was pretty cool to see. I don't know if he's transformed. I'm assuming all Titans have their own little power. Annie hardens up. Eren seems to turn into a rock, fire, lava-ish looking thing.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I wonder if he's just like pure strength, like brute force type thing. And it came out of like just pure rage, it seems. We still know that he's fueled by his mom dying and him feeling like they're trapped inside the walls. He wants to live outside. He doesn't want to live like everybody else, and everybody's complacent. We know there's stuff like that fuels him. I wonder if that's what caused him to transform, and him also being more aware, gaining more control over the Titan in his Titan form. We get the fusion between them. I'm assuming that had to do with Annie, but I wonder why they were fusing. Maybe we'll get some more information on that, because it didn't seem like it was Eren, because Eren looked like it hurt him or something by his reaction. Something we got a lot in these episodes was Armin's line. The one who can't abandon anything can't change anything. And we got that, I think we first got that back when they had the female Titan in the forest, and he's talking about Pixis and he's talking about Erwin. And that's why they can do what they can do, right? They can make sacrifices that are hard to make, that you might think are inhumane, for a bigger cause, for a certain outcome, maybe for a better future or better circumstances. And so we got that quote theme pretty often, and Eren admits that that's why he has failed, and Armin said that's why Annie can do what she does. That might be why he's struggling transforming into a Titan as well. Something I thought of too, now this could be completely wrong, but he despises Titans so much, he has so much hate and anger towards them, that it might be hard for him to change into a Titan, because right, becoming what you hate so much, becoming a monster. I think even shout out to TrueBlaze84. He's been dropping some comments and info, letting me know some stuff. Shout out to that dude. He let me know in the English translation it says, to defeat a monster you have to become a monster. That could be wrong, but something to that right there, which he doesn't, would make sense for that to be like maybe a small reason of why he struggles to turn into a Titan, but that could just be me coming up with stuff. TrueBlaze also brought up was, I was curious about the purple flowers, and he let me know that they're symbolic, usually used in anime for, in dark times there's always good, there's bright, there's hope that can be found in dark times and things like that, love. And because I noticed we notice him a lot when there's something bad going on. Like when Eren changed into the Titan. At the beginning with Eren and Mikasa. In the last episode they show him again. Right there where Eren and Mikasa are together. It happens around them a lot. It's cool that I appreciate him for giving me some info on those. Something I'm hoping we get info for is Eren's flashbacks and visions. Because didn't he have a vision? Well, I assumed it was a dream at the beginning. He saw the Titan. And then like the Titan appears within that episode. And I'm wondering if he has visions. And has he always had visions, or did that come along with maybe what his dad was doing to him? I mean, there's so many like little things that you can question. And there's so much that I'm missing because, you know, there's layers, there's so much foreshadowing. True Blaze let me know that the writer already knew that how the show ended from beginning to end. He knew how it was going to end, so it was able to. That's how he was able to throw all this foreshadowing in and different hidden things, which is pretty awesome, dude. Pretty awesome. But that also makes sense because if you can go back and watch this multiple times and still be catching stuff, that's some writing right there. That's why they say this is like a masterpiece because of that. Something I hope we see in the next season too is Eren's dad. We ain't seen Eren's dad since the beginning, so I wonder what his whole thing is. I mean, we know he has something to do with all this stuff. Now the reason is why. When did it start, right? The backstory on that, the lore on that. Hopefully season 2 gives us some more of those. Oh, and about the Titan in the wall, before I forget. Why is there a Titan in the wall? That was a wild cliffhanger. And we got it. So it's in Walsina. Looks like we've never seen it before. Something I thought about was maybe the wall people, the wall worshippers, know more about the wall than we actually are supposed to. That we're led on to believe. Because at first I just thought they were crazy people, right? Something wrong with them. It's just what they do, right? But maybe they know more. Maybe they worship them for a reason. We get a Titan in the wall. They worship the wall, saying that they're put there by gods. How did that Titan get there? Are there more Titans in the wall? Do they go in there themselves? And that's right there in Walsina. And then also we get that story from year 245 about the miner who was trying to dig under Walsina and get to go, you know, live a better life. He said the walls seemed to never end, like they just continued down and down. He could never get to the bottom. But then he goes missing, never to be seen again. Was it inside the wall? Right? That happened 100 years before the Colossal Titan came around. Oh my gosh, yeah, they didn't give us that story for no reason. Because then after that story, year 745, 845 is where we start the first episode, and the Colossal Titan shows up. The first attack in 100 years, right? They've been safe all this time. So, man, there's so much that you can either try to connect or it leaves you questioning. I doubt we'll get all these questions answered in the next season. It could be just something that goes on until the end, right? And then you piece it together. Characters. First, we'll start off with my favorite character. I'm gonna say I'm a simp for Mikasa. She is bad, boy. She is bad. Just from skills to she doesn't wear her emotions, right? She's kind of like Levi in a way. After what happened to her parents when they were younger, she turned cold, and you can see it in her eyes too. They're just cold. Through all that, deep down, she still loves and she cares, and she feels a lot. She just don't show it. But her character in itself is just, it got me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would say another one is Armin. I like Armin's growth and his, him maturing over, not really trusting in himself and believing in himself. Feeling like his friends had to carry him, right? Because he couldn't do anything. He could never do anything for himself, and they were always there. And watching him grow, gaining confidence, trusting that because he's very smart. He can put together things really well. He can make plans. He can read. He can read what's going on and put the puzzle pieces together. He's that kind of guy. And so once he gained some confidence, that was it. Yeah, he became a bad man. So Levi is just a bad man. I could easily say Levi's second, but Levi is a bad man. As far as like his action goes, I would love to see more backstory, which I heard that there was some OVAs that I could watch that goes into some of their backstory and stuff like that. So I will be watching those. At first he's kind of like, he seems like he's too good for people, right? He's like that guy, always giving you side eyes, kind of a more calm look on his face, doesn't show emotions either, like he's too good, right? He's above everybody. But then when you start to watch and you see him throughout these episodes, you see he really cares, and like he's a great guy. He's got a good heart. He really cares for people, and he really respects people, especially his the higher ups, people seniority over him. So I can't wait to see more of his backstory and see how he came to be. But his character and his skill level is obviously ridiculous. And then we got John. That's another person who developed pretty well too. Same thing, he didn't trust in himself. He didn't feel like I can't remember the episode, dang it. I could be wrong, but I think Marco was talking to him, but letting him know like
you're not strong, so you understand weak people, something to that effect. And then he talks more, and then he tells him some more stuff, but his leadership like qualities, and seeing his growth throughout these episodes. And then at the end there, where he was leaving where Eren and Levi were at, he's gonna go help. He looks up at the police on the roof, and he's like, that could have been me. He said, look at them lazy. My translation was, I think, calling them lazy. They're not doing anything, they're not helping, look at them. Because he wanted to be part of the police. And then now he looks at them and he's like in disgust, and he's like, I can't even believe that's what I wanted to do. And now look at him, after he joined and all this and this change happened, now it's nice. The man is nice. But I wonder if we're gonna get more leadership stuff from him moving forward. That's what I'm curious about, to kind of see where everybody goes and what their story's gonna be like. Eren too, he developed also. He still has that that rage and that emotion. When he was a little kid, he didn't know how to word things or express his emotions, so he would just yell, and he would say things that he probably shouldn't say, even if it hurt your feelings. Like, he didn't really care at all. He would just throw it out there. He's reckless with his words. So it seems like he's changed in that part of him as they got older. He's not as crazy and vocal about it, but you can still see it's there because it shows up in times. And he's always so stuck in his head and not looking at the bigger picture. Even when it comes to trusting people, we had that whole episode with the female Titan and everything, and they completely talked about trust over and over, about trusting other people and trusting in himself and the decision that he wants to make. So it was nice. It was good seeing all this growth from all these people that we've seen. We still have some more people that I want to see. Rainer, Haynes, Hannes, however they say it, I've heard it. And then right there at the end, I brought up at the beginning, but then we got John, Connie, and them traveling. We have those two girls with them that we didn't see often. We saw one in the female Titan episode where she pulled up with the horses. Can't remember her name though, forgot. I feel like season 2, I heard season 4 was complete emotional roller coaster. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but we're here. I can't wait to pump out more and more content. Annie and the Armor Titan, I wonder if they look similar for a reason, or if they're related somehow. We know their Titans resemble their human form, and the Colossal Titan is a bald man. What's the dude's name that trained them at the beginning? Kenneth? No, Keith. It kind of resembles him, I ain't gonna lie. And he's bald. So, I don't know, man. I'm wondering, because we don't know who they are. My whole thing moving forward is getting more lore on the Titans. And then a little bit on the backstory of some of the, and then also what was the whole purpose for this serum? Why was it given to these people so they can transform into Titans? What is the purpose of the Titans, right? Who created the Titans? Why were they created? How many are there? That's another thing that I want to see moving forward. Just getting more answers on that. And then it was an incredible season. Animation was beautiful. The music was incredible, crazy. So I'm trying to figure out what season 2 has in store for us, right? All these mysteries, questions to be answered. How does it go moving forward, right? We have Annie captured. We have people traveling out. What is their plan? What is their strategy? Who's all going to be involved now that they're at this in Walsina, in Stoas district at the moment, but now everybody's aware that there's Titans. They see Titans. They've never seen them before. Now they're here. They got to witness it, which is, I wonder how that's going to play a role, right? Are the police going to start playing a role in this stuff now? They're going to take things more seriously. What about the government, the royal government and all that? What are going to be their thoughts moving forward? Are they going to allow Erwin and them to do what they need to do? Or are they still going to get blamed? Another thing before I forget, the key, the basement. We haven't gotten there yet. What's in there? Right? Those are the questions that we asked early on, because that was part of the whole mission. Supposed to go towards the basement. And what they ended up doing was, I think that was supposed to be the mission, but really underneath it, Erwin's motive was to catch the female Titan. So we didn't make it there. Y'all let me know down in the comments whose character development impressed y'all most. For me, it probably had to be Jean and Armin. Those two are probably my top 2. So I hope we see John more often in second season. And then, one more thing too. Something we saw in here a lot is history repeating itself. Scouts came back at the beginning, and Eren was so excited to see him. He was hype. But you see the townspeople so upset, mad. Everybody's like, it's just a waste. We're wasting money. People are dying, risking their lives for no reason. They're coming back with nothing. And then of course Eren gets mad and he vocalizes that at them. Then moving forward, it happens again with Levi. When Levi and Erwin come back, their squad comes back. But everybody seems a little more optimistic then. So I think that's a good thing. And then we get Eren actually gets to go out and see what it's like to be a scout. And he gets to live what he was so angry about at the beginning, where he comes back and he hears everybody talking, saying the same things that they did back then, wasting money, taxpayer dollars. Like, what are they doing it for? Nothing to show for it. Debts, nothing to show for it. He's like, y'all don't, and I get their frustration, but also it's like, dude, like, y'all don't even know what we're risking our life. Y'all don't even know what's going on when we go out there. They don't know what they got to go through just to even try to get some information. And Eren's laying there with his arm over his face and he's crying because of how frustrated he is. I wonder if, that change is going to come, right? Maybe after they get some answers, maybe they get to the basement, things change. We're still waiting on a lot of stuff, but that was something that was on my mind too. There's probably a lot of things I missed. I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. If y'all have anything to drop, something I might have not brought up and y'all want to discuss it, we can talk about it in the comment section. Just drop something and I'll respond to you. I'll keep checking on there because I know there's probably stuff I missed. There's probably stuff that I maybe wanted to go over that I didn't get to write down and now it slipped my mind. Like I said, it took me so many tries to try to get this video recorded that I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, let me know all your thoughts on season 1. If y'all got any questions or if y'all got some information that y'all want to, no spoilers, please. I will be getting to the OVAs. Don't know if I'll record them. He said they're really not really worth recording unless I want to. There's another one also that he gave me. So I might record them just to have them, and then if y'all want to see them, I'll drop them. Or maybe if I get around to making a Patreon one day, I'll just drop them on there just for whoever wants to see them and just leave them there. So that's the plan right now, dude. I can't wait to see what season 2 has in store. Who's this new Titan? But yeah, I'm just gonna be working on making better content for y'all, man, and making sure. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me through this journey because it's been a long journey and the videos ain't been the best, especially at the beginning. So we making progress. We're getting up there. Shout out to all y'all, man. I'm gonna post. Y'all probably see them. I'll give a shout out to everybody that's commented on my videos. I'll throw their comments up there, man. So I appreciate all the love. Hope y'all stick around for the rest of the journey. I got season 2 coming out here very soon. I think next week I should have season 2 start dropping, and I plan on making some serious progress, pushing out more content, and then maybe one day we'll get onto another anime. Maybe I'll throw 2 animes on the channel once I feel right about it and I feel like I can handle it. Appreciate it, man. This is my first analysis on the first season of Attack on Titan. Y'all let me know how I did. I would love some feedback. So when I get around to season 2, maybe we'll live stream it so we can be a little more interactive and we can talk about, thoughts and questions and things like that. Theories, right? Maybe move forward, we'll do things differently. Maybe I'll create a separate video with just the talk and discussion itself for the season finale. We'll see. Right now, this is how I'm gonna do it. So thanks, I appreciate it. Love y'all. Drop a like, subscribe, comment, follow me on my journey, man. Stick around because it's only up from here. It's only gonna get better from here. I think that's all I got, man. So we out. I will see y'all for season 2. Peace.